magnifying. I was going to remove my glasses, but I don't know why. Let's just get into the tarot. And when you come in, you're so welcome. Oh my gosh. Libra, how was your Monday? My Monday hasn't been that great, but it's almost over. And I mean work-wise, gosh, it was a pill to swallow, a jagged pill to swallow. Everybody was in such a bad mood. I almost want to say the B word with the Y at the end. Yeah. We're going to be using two tarot decks. Oracle decks at this time. We're going to start with the Quantum Oracle. I haven't used it in a long time, and it was calling to me before I started this journey today with you guys. And then we're going to use the Sacred Traveler in just a minute. And then, of course, we'll get into our tarot. But yeah, Libra, I hope you guys are doing well today. Thank you so much for joining me at whatever time you join me. Please do hit the subscribe button if you do so feel inclined to do so. I'd love to have you as part of my family. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, like it, because that way it travels through YouTube land. And yeah, hopefully it gives me some play. As well as, you know, if it's a message that you feel that is worthy, then it may be worthy for someone else who's also a Libra, or that you're connected with and possibly just want to, I don't know, tell them, look, even my tarot reader says so. So again, let's go into this particular Oracle deck and let's see what they have to tell us today. So Spirit, we are here. Holy Spirit, come on in. And yeah. Tell us what we need to know. Show us what we need to see. Give us a message for my beautiful, my handsome Libras, my gorgeous Libras. If you're male or female, or if you feel like you're gorgeous, handsome, and beautiful, so be it. Let's just go with the whammy. We're going to be the trifecta today. We're doing it all. We're Libras. I think that if there was any of the zodiac signs that could get away with the trifecta, it would be a Libra. I guess I'm partial because I'm a Libra myself. And yeah, messy hair, don't care. I was looking at my hair right before I came on and I was like, holy hell, I didn't brush my hair out very well this morning. But you know, I'm trying a new brush. It's a boar brush, so it doesn't go as deep, but it's better for your hair and your scalp. Hi to whoever came on. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to start out with the Oracle. Let's see. Oh, wow. I like the first card. And trust me, after this Monday, I could use that, and I hope you can too. Tamalita, hi, how are you doing, honey? How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Anything else, Spirit, that you'd like to tell us? Thank you. One more, Spirit. One more from this deck, please, and thank you. I hope you're doing well, Tamalita. Thank you so much for being here, okay? I appreciate that. One more, guys. You want me to reach in and just grab it myself, guys? One more for this deck, please. One more. But we'll take it because you threw them down so nicely, Spirit. Spirit says, oh, you want another one? We'll give you two. All right, so, wow. I don't know why they fell separately. I'm going to read them separately. Wow. You know what? After today, I'm really surprised. Hi, Gaming Empire. I'm really surprised that literally this card came out because it was a manic Monday today. And people were so angry. I mean, everybody had an attitude. It was so weird. So I finally decided that since everybody through the whole day, even when they had a smile on their face, you could cut it with a knife. The tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. So I decided that since everybody was having a BITCHY day, that I'm just going to let it ride, Clyde, and it's their problem, not mine. So I could have a so-so time. But, you know, this is a wonderful card of peace to have at the end of a manic Monday. So, wow. Yeah. Be at peace, Libra. Your present energy is presenting power. So you have a very powerful aura about you at this time. Go with it. I say tap into that power, that personal power. Oh my gosh. Some of you have hit a milestone, guys. Look at that. It's a victory cup. Some of you guys have literally hit a milestone. So that means that you may have accomplished something big that you wanted to have at this portion of your lifetime. And it's coming. And if you already celebrated, congrats. If you're not yet having any knowledge of this, something is on its way to you, and congrats ahead of time. Let me tell you why I know this is about to happen. Because you've hit a milestone, maybe in your career, maybe at work, maybe in school, and look, the honored path. So they're about to recognize you. Somebody is about to recognize you. I like the way she has her hair. And before you guys came on, I said we're going to have the trifecta for Libra today. We're going to be beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, all of the above, whatever you want to call yourself today, okay? Wow, honoring the path. So step into your personal power. Be at peace with what you're doing, what you got going on right now at this time. If you haven't hit a milestone, you're about to. And it's the honored path. Somebody in some way, shape, or form is about to honor you. And it may be at work or school, I feel like. That is really terrific. That's fantastic. We're moving on to the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. And I did show you the box, but I'll show it again because I know some of you guys are really into the boxes and who it is that made those. Those are by Denise Lynn. The other one is called Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, I think it is. Sandra Ann Taylor. Very beautiful cards nonetheless. Okay, what do you have to tell us, Spirit? Please and thank you. Please and thank you for my lovely Libras. Yeah, guys, I hope you had a wonderful day. Hi, Julian. How are you doing? This is Tarot, my love. This is Tarot. And guys, please, if you're not into tarot, I so respect that, but please don't get into your high horse and try to shame everybody else who is, okay? It's just not the role right now, especially not with the day that I had. Like the card said, let's be at peace, okay? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really, really, really interesting. Let me tell you why. Because it's telling me you might have a journey by moonlight. Believe in magic, it says. So some of you might be road trip. I'm guessing might be taking a trip, and it might be at nighttime. Pay attention to the moon. Whatever phase the moon is in while you are traveling to and from, and some of you, even if you work at night, you're still traveling. You're still traveling. So whatever the phase of the moon, and I don't know because I can't check right now. I think we're probably in the phase of a new moon right now, but don't quote me because I might be wrong. But check to see what phase the moon is in, because something about today's reading, at least 30 days from that time frame to where the moon is either full, half moon, or if it's a new moon, or yeah, we can't have any more eclipses, but you know what I mean. Check on the phase that we're starting out at as of today, embarking into our week. And whatever you hear today, that's going to be made manifest. It will come to pass on or before that same phase comes around again. Okay, clear the air. Distant thunder. Could somebody maybe feel like they need to talk something over with you? Could they maybe feel like things are not going too well between you? Or maybe you haven't been able to talk to this person and they feel like there's air that needs to be cleared. And the reason I say air is because you see the distant thunder as well as lightning and the dark clouds. When this comes out, it normally feels to me, because I'm an intuitive reader, like someone thinks you're mad at them, or somebody feels like they need to apologize to you for possibly hurting your feelings or saying something that maybe you took a certain way, okay? So, ooh, I just had a real warm energy touch my left hand when I said that. So I want to say that's a confirmation. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Some of you feel like you don't know if this is the right road, this is the right direction your life is going into. If it feels different or it feels foreign to you, that's okay. That doesn't mean you're going the wrong way. That just simply means you're on a different path that maybe you haven't traveled that well yet, or you've never seen before. That doesn't mean you're going the wrong way. That just means that you're going somewhere you've never been before. You're going to experience new things. And look at the bird. Birds always mean messages. So the birds are here to guide you. Feel a level of comfort. I almost want to take those out again. Yes. Step into your personal power and be at peace. You aren't going in the right direction. You are going in the right direction. So these are 3 different messages. 1, some of you may travel by night. Pay attention to the phase of the moon that is in currently, right now, as I'm speaking. Some people may be experiencing this to where somebody that you normally talk to, you may not hear from them for a bit, and they may not hear from you, and they think that it's because you're mad or that they said something to get you mad, okay? Did you see the lightning that just struck in here? Yeah, I saw that. I hope you did too. You're exactly where you need to be. So again, you're on the right path. Feel secure and at peace with that. Let's move on to the tarot, guys. This one is Wild Reflections Tarot Deck. Wise Spell is, I guess, the author. And these are really, really pretty. You can't tell by the box, but they're really, really nice cards. I haven't used them that much, so they're a little stiff right now. I don't normally bend my cards because I like to have them forever and a day. But in this instance, yeah, they're a little stiff, guys. I bend them just a little bit. Not enough to hurt them, just enough for them to work with us. But yeah, guys, I'm so happy you're here with me. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. I appreciate it. Let's see what Spirit needs to tell us during this tarot, okay? Spirit, we're here. We're here to get some advice. We're here to hear what it is that you have to tell us today. So what advice do you want to tell us? I'm going to take that out because it was sideways, and I'm leaving it sideways because those cards that come out sideways, there's something there that we need to pay attention to. Ah, okay. Come on. We want to hear the message. Spirit, please and thank you. One more. One more. One more, Spirit. Perfect. All right. Let's take a look at that one card that I pulled out. Look at that. I told you it was something we needed to pay attention to, the 9 of Swords. Let's take a look. I almost couldn't speak. Let's take a look to see if that's you, Libra, or if it's somebody else that's going through that 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh. I think that the energies are somewhat matching. You might be missing someone, Libra. This is the 5 of Cups, and the other one is the 9. The 9 of Wands. No, the 9 of Swords, excuse me. Someone is in sorrow when they think about you. They're missing you. And you're missing them too because you're in the 5 of Cups. So you're kind of matching energies. Not to the point of feeling down on yourself right now, Libra, but I do feel like whatever's going on, you're thinking like, you know, why? Why is this happening? You know, why do we always have to go back to square one? Why is it always that I'm sitting here contemplating why this has to happen? And then the other one is like, I think they're in deep regret because for them to be coming out with the 9 of Swords for the first card and it ended up sideways, to me, this is like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. I wish I had straight answers, or I wish my mind, you know, would give me the clues, the answers that I'm seeking. So this person is very deep in their mind, but I don't think they have a good, remember that card came out of peace? I don't think they have any peace right now, because if they had genuine peace, I don't believe that they'd feel the 9 of Swords. I think they know exactly what to do. They'd have the direction as far as what they're doing, and they'd go towards that direction. I don't feel this person has good direction right now. I may be wrong, but let's keep going with the tarot and let's see what other messages come out. 10 of Pentacles. Now, do you understand why I'm saying I don't feel like this person has good direction right now? How can you go from the Nine of Swords to Five of Cups, which you're both feeling some kind of way about each other, and you're not feeling exactly, you're not feeling good about one another right now. I really don't. I really don't think you're doing that, you know. Hi, Connor. How are you doing? I really feel like both of you are saddened by a situation. The situation may be that you're not together. You're both thinking about one another. It's really, 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 really weighing on the other person with the Nine of Swords. And you just feel some kind of way like, why does this always have to happen? Why is this always that way? Why is this continuing? Why does it continue to do this or be this way? And then all of a sudden the Ten of Pentacles. So if the Ten of Pentacles is the issue, either that person or you feel like there's not enough money or money's involved somehow. Look at that, the High Priestess. Look how beautiful she is. I love it. I've never seen a sexy High Priestess before in tarot. That's beautiful. Wow. Mysterious and beautiful. Look at that. Knight of Wands, communication. Communication that's hidden, a truth that may be hidden from you at this time. Oh, that one was just really, did you see that? They pulled it from my hand. Knight of Cups, guys. If truth be known, this person would like to offer you their cup of love. Page of Cups, because they are in love with you. I think that love is growing between you and this person that you may be away from, because why would you be in the Five of Cups energy, and why would they be in the Nine of Swords energy over you when they think about you? This is so sad. So sad. Back to the Nine of Wands. I told you guys, this person is having a really hard time right now when it comes to their emotions. Their emotions are all over the place. Six of Wands. Look at that. They want to celebrate life. They want to enjoy life. And the funny thing is, in that, you both are matching. You both want to celebrate life. You both want to have some excitement, some good news, some good energy, some love coming in. Look at that. I say love, and look, the arrows of truth are coming in. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody needs to tell you something, Libra. Somebody needs to talk to you about something. You already have the 9 and the 10 of coins here on the table. Monies are improving for you at this time. And the birds are coming out again, because that card with the 9 of Pentacles, she has 3 birds around her. And I told you guys, there's messages that want to come towards you. Look at that. You're about to embark on a new journey in life, Libra. Whether that's with this person or without this person. And I'm sorry for those that are waiting for a significant other or a person you've got on your mind to come. But for some of you guys, I'm not saying all of you, but for some of you guys, you may end up having this journey on your own. Meaning you're not going to wait around anymore. Okay? There's the Tower. Look at that. The Tower comes out right after the Fool. This is a guarantee, guys, that you're going somewhere different in life. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. 10 of Wands, no matter how hard it is. But you know what? With the 10 of Wands, you can't get any worse. The 10 of Wands is the end. Whatever it is that you've been going through, that you feel like, okay, whew, this has been a hard journey. Well, it's done, because the 10 is the last in the deck. You can't get any harder than that. You can't go any further into, I guess, oh my gosh, they're saying the depths of hell. So some of you guys have really been through it. Some of you guys have really been through things in the past that haven't been the nicest journey ever. But you're about to take a new journey, embark in a new direction in your life, which is promising something very beautiful. And as I say that, the Two of Cups presents itself. So either this is a business contract you're about to go into, maybe negotiations with a business partner, or love is coming. They're asking you for a little patience. They're asking you for a little patience. Wow, this is beautiful from the angel of God. You see their beautiful wings? I told you this deck is gorgeous. So we see the angel wings. We see the thunder again in this deck, just like the other one that we just looked at, guys. Isn't that interesting? And they're asking for patience while they mix all of this for you. You see the magic that's between their hands. They are going to bring a partner in for you. As I said, my deepest sorrow and apologies to you if you don't get the person you first wanted. But Spirit is bringing you someone really good that is going to be your counterpart, guys. So if you want to have love in your life, Four of Wands, it's about to come. It is about to come. Now, you don't have to accept it, right? Because you have free will. But if you don't accept it, that other person that you've got on your mind, it might be a slow burn, guys. I am just telling you honestly because I don't want to give you false hopes. As far as the tarot is concerned, right now at this time, this one might take a little bit longer to develop, and I'm talking about the old person, but they are coming back as well. So you have an opportunity for somebody brand spanking new to come into your life, a different partner, someone you've never had in your life before, and you have an old person also headed your way. But that one is not coming as fast as you'd like. The Chariot is coming in, bringing this person to you, and I love the fact that this person is in motion. So even if it's in their mind right now temporarily and it hasn't been set totally physically in motion, they have the Knight of Swords that they're already riding on a fast horse, and then having the Chariot. I feel like this person wants to rush in towards you because they don't want you to have a new love, someone that's not them. We have the Hangman. I don't like the Hangman coming out. Four of Pentacles. Their thoughts are immersed in their security. Their sense of well-being is their security, meaning financially. They're trying to be strong. They're trying to be strong, but trying is not exactly doing, is it? They're trying to go within. There's the Hermit. They're trying to go within. Let's see if they actually make it all the way. They're trying to grow, Libra, but I don't know if they're going to make it. Look at that. Right after that, the Seven of Swords. And that's the problem with this particular person from your past. They always come in a sneaky way to get their goodies, get in, get out, right? Get in, get out. Have you ever seen a burglar? You know, those movies like Ocean's 11 and all that, where they get in, they get out, you know, they're suspended by cables, etc., and they're trying to get in and get out before they get caught. Well, that's what I see. That's what I see here. If they do decide to embark on a different journey with you, go along with you towards that new journey, which is really going within with the Hermit and going within and becoming that inner strength that they need to develop within themselves, which is that lion, taming that lion, having enough courage to tame their fears. Really, that's what it's saying. Then they can become this emperor for you. Look at beautiful sun is coming out, that energy, that vibrant energy, the sun, Five of Wands. So can they do it? It's going to be tough for them because it is a road less traveled for them. If you feel like your journey, whatever direction life is leading you towards right now, if you feel like, am I going in the right direction because this feels a little different? I don't think I've ever gone down this path before. Can you imagine what it feels like for this person that you've got on your mind that's never tried to elevate? Never in their life have they tried to elevate. They've just gone with the flow. Ace of Wands. They can do it though if they put their mind to it, if they really put their heart and soul into changing themselves to become a better person for themselves and for you, they can do it. But they have to want it, because look, it's going to cost a lot of energy. And some of it is going to be the energy of sorrow, guys, because nobody wants to do the work because it's hard. And that's the truth. That is the truth. When you come from a dysfunctional family, when you get out of a dysfunctional relationship, even if it's a marriage, there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. But sometimes the childhood healing, I don't know if you guys ever watched the crappy childhood fairy, that's what she calls herself. But there's a lot of truths there. A lot of us were damaged by our parents or childhood, and we never healed. And so this person may be going through something similar. And in order for them to be a whole person for themselves and for you, so they can meet you where you are, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But that also comes along with pain, because you have to go through the fire and come out through the other side. And some people are not willing, because it is going to cause pain in order for you to get to the other side. But look, the Three of Cups is saying this can be done and joy can be found if this person decides to do that. And then it promises the Empress. So this person will be complete, and will be complete for you if they do the work, because the Emperor and the Empress diagonally are touching here. So this person is a good match for you, but there's a lot of inner healing from possibly childhood woundings or past relationship woundings. They must be willing to go through in order to meet you where you are, because you might be more elevated than they are spiritually, emotional intelligence even, and they may not, because when you hide your feelings, you hide yourself from your emotions because you don't want to feel them, because you don't want to get hurt again. You block that part of yourself off from love. And so it's hard for you to love because you don't trust. So they have a lot of work to do, guys. But that nine of Wands that they originally started with here, Swords, excuse me. I keep calling it a wand, but that's the Nine of Swords. That's some tough energy right there. But Spirit is saying that Nine of Swords can turn into the Nine of Cups. If they work on themselves, they can give you a beautiful part of themselves. But that beautiful part of themselves has been locked away for a long, long time. For some people, 20 years. For some people, a lifetime. Meaning, like, let's say if they're 40 years old, by the time they were 5, they were already having a really bad time in their childhood. So for some people, they may not have been in touch with who they are at all, who they really are as a person on the inside. Life can be hard, but it can also be beautiful. And the journey is worth taking together if they choose. Page of Wands, again with the communication. It takes a lot of communication and being patient with the person that's trying to grow, because it doesn't come all at once, right? Page of Pentacles, putting in the effort. It can happen, guys. It really can happen. Five of Swords. This person may be the type of person, and I'm telling you all of these tidbits that Spirit is telling me because they're signs and clues to the person that you may have been dealing with and that's on your mind. As soon as they feel like either you're not happy with them, or you're having a conversation that maybe is a little bit harder to have, like discussing something you don't like that happened or that they do, they may take that as, see, it's not working. This is not working out. This is not working out. So they need a lot of reassurance that you're not angry with them. It's a simple discussion and it's going to pass. It's just communicating with each other, likes, dislikes. I don't like it when people do this to me. Okay, well, I don't like it when people do that to me. You understand? Giving that person openness so they can feel comfort enough to speak to you. And I think that's going to make for a really happy outcome. Hi, Shell. How you doing? Thank you for joining me here. So literally, they can grow into the person that you really need them to be. But this person also not only has love for you, but they do have a lot of lust for you, guys. And that is something you may or may not be able to deal with. And I don't mean the lust they have for you, but lust in general. They have to be wanting to open up. And it's funny enough because on the other channel last night, there was a lot of that too, that they don't feel very comfortable with their side where they have to show emotion, they have to talk about their emotions, or they have to talk to you in reference to feelings in general. They feel more comfortable when it's a sexual act between you two because they've been doing that for a while. And it's normal, I think. Not normal per se that the person only wants to be doing, fantasy land in their head with you. But when they have closed off that part of themselves for so long, it's not easy to tap into, guys. They have to do a lot of work for healing in order for them to be able to access the part of themselves that they themselves locked away for so long. You got to understand that. Five of Pentacles. It's there. It's there. It's just hidden right now. It's like a person that builds walls around them because they feel safer that way. Six of Cups, the past. The past. Sometimes the past is good to us. Sometimes the past is bad to us. Two of Wands. So again, am I doomed to repeat this? That's what their thoughts are. If I give my heart, if I open myself, am I doomed to experience the same type of relationship again? Yeah, they're nice to me now. Yeah, they're good to me now. But once I let them in my heart, they're going to hurt me. They can hurt me. But that goes both ways. And now we got to go and talk to the cross-watcher and give them a little bit of a pep talk, right? Yeah, it goes both ways. The Libra could get hurt too because you could never open up to the Libra, and the Libra being in love with you. Well, don't you think that hurts cross-watcher, that they may never get that part of you to open up? Could be years later and you're still not willing to open your heart up. You're still not willing to deconstruct the wall that you put around your heart many, many years ago. So the Libra could also end up getting severely hurt if you don't open up. So it's a double-edged sword if you ask me. And funny enough that we should be doing a Libra reading because the swords represent Libra. People have to get out of their heads on both sides. I keep saying, love is an emotion. It's a feeling. It's not a thought. Yeah, you know you're in love when you have all these butterflies and everything, your tummy feels different, your heart goes pitter-patter. Yes. Then you start thinking, oh crap, I think I fell in love. But at the moment that you're experiencing these emotions, you're not thinking, oh, I'm falling in love. Oh, I'm going to be in love. Oh, I want to be in love. No. You're just experiencing that person and how they make you feel and how you make them feel. And you're just going with that flow. And this person feels themselves going with that flow and it scares them. Judgment is coming in for the past. Let's see what it's coming with. Oh, wow. It's coming. You got 3 sixes here. You have the 6 of Swords, you have the 6 of Cups, and now you have the 6 of Pentacles. This is a good sign because that's balance if you ever saw it, because it's equality. A tit for a tat, a yin for a yang. There's balance there. This is a good relationship. If this person can do the healing for themselves first, and why do I keep on harping on for themselves? Is because it's not only going to make you happy, Libra, if this person does the healing work they need to do on themselves, but in the long run, they're going to be a healthier person. And don't you want that for them? Don't you wish that for them to be complete and whole again? Yes, the love can do that for this person. And for you, it can make you feel on top of the world, like you're walking on air. But mostly you want your person to be healthy. You want them to have the wholeness of being and to know that love can really be real. A lot of these people are so afraid, Libra, that they don't want to take the chance because what if I get hurt again? What if I open myself up and this person does the very same thing that I've already experienced? That's scary. That's cucuy, like they say in Spanish. That's cucuy, that's the boogeyman. I don't want that, you know? And you've gotta feel sorry for them. And I know that's a word I shouldn't even say, but you should feel sympathy for them because you didn't break them, but somebody did. Somebody did. And it could have been their parents, it could have been a lover, it could have been a wife or a husband. Somebody hurt them. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Do I walk away or do I stay? King of Pentacles. Are they going towards stability? Queen of Pentacles comes out right with the Queen of Pentacles. See, because for this person, when you talk about stability, they don't look at it as a relationship. I'm sorry. This is a repeat message from last night in that when they look at themselves, and if you were to ask this person, what about you? Give me a small summary, a synopsis of what it is that people should know about you. I'm very stable. I'm financially well off. I have money in the bank. I've done well for myself investment-wise. I have a great job. I chose a great career. Do you understand where I'm going? To them, these are the things that are tangible that they can hold on to. But love can be like water that slips through your fingers. And that's true. Not in every occasion, but that is true enough. Hi, Red. How are you, Red Elephant? I've seen you before. So that's a good thing. Nobody says you shouldn't be stable, right? Everybody wants to be financially stable. Everybody wants to own a house, or at least they aspire to at a certain age. Everyone wants money in the bank, etc. All those things are good and beautiful. But you can't hug your money at night. You cannot, well, you can, I guess, if you want to go there. You can't create a warmth and energy between you two. You can't have a relationship to where the money is in love with you as well. You're in love with the money, but the money may not love you back. You know what I'm saying? It's not capable of feelings. It's capable of energy, because money is energy, currency is energy, but it is not capable of hugging you, kissing your boo-boo, so to speak, making you feel better, listening to how your day went, or it didn't go. 2 of Pentacles, guys. 2 of Pentacles. This person doesn't know which direction they're going just yet. Page of Swords. Tentacles. I'm put my feelers out there. Let's see what I catch. Let's see what I catch. Let's see what's coming. 7 of Cups. Again with the options. My goodness. Again with the options. The Wheel of Fortune. You know, spinning that wheel and let's see where it lands. Let's see where it stops. Do I choose Libra or do I choose the person I'm already with? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? The World card is coming out. Here we go again with the Magician. This person, I want to say two things here because I'm getting two messages from this card, the Magician. I'm getting on the one hand, have y'all ever played spin the bottle? You spin the bottle and then it stops on someone or somewhere, and then you've got to do whatever somebody says, right? Spin the bottle. I almost feel like on the one hand, this person is praying to God for help, praying for God to make a choice, to show them the direction they're supposed to go into, but at the same time, feeling like, well, if God doesn't answer me, I'm just going to see if I choose this, let's see what happens. If I choose that, see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like leaving things to chance almost. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just saying, Crosswatcher, you need to do the work. There is a change that wants to happen with this Death card. It almost feels like I'm going into it 3D. That felt weird. I felt myself going into that vortex. Should I be that King of Cups? Should I become vulnerable? Should I do the healing? Should I, woulda, coulda, right? Three of Pentacles. Look at the fun you can have. Being carefree if you allow that other part of you that's been locked away, Crosswatcher, to come out and play. Seven of Pentacles. You gotta start building somewhere, right, Libra? Because, you know, Libras can't wait forever. I'm sorry. I did mention there's a new person coming on the scene. What do you pick? I don't know. That's up to you, Libra. You have free will. The Star. This star is in contemplation. Very strange. I've never seen a star in contemplation. This star is doing their own thing. Look at that. In the middle of a desert with only the mountains behind, a couple of sparse trees, sitting on their own like little rug or carpet, whatever you want to call it, and mixing their drink, enjoying herbs, sitting by the light of the candle as the sun goes down and the moon comes up. You know, it reminds me again, I keep going back, I think it was in this deck. Remember we used the Sacred Destiny? Where is it? I just pulled it out, guys. It was the card of peace. It was the card of peace that I showed you guys. And that's what that's giving me. The way that she's sitting in quiet contemplation, like she's in good company, being with herself. She's whole. She's calm. She's got everything that she needs right in front of her. She lacks for nothing. I think that's amazing. That's amazing. And it's the truth, because with the Hierophant here, when somebody comes into your life and they decide to join their life to yours, it should add something beautiful to yours, but it shouldn't feel like I have to have a relationship, because if I don't have a relationship, I'm not whole. You don't become a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband or wife to become whole, but you do become those things in order to share your life with someone else that brings even more happiness to you, if that makes sense, okay? This marriage or whatever relationship they're in, look at that Eight of Swords, feeling tested. This person is bound under that water, that icy water. They're bound there. They're bound there. For me, I'm hearing from Spirit, it's a test. This is a test. You're going to pass this test, Crosswatcher, or you're going to fail it. You're going to pass it with flying colors and grow into your old self that you've locked away so very long ago, or you're going to leave that person, which is you, locked away, never to experience love that's real, never to experience happiness that's real, never to experience wholeness, because of fear. The test, we all know in the tarot, the Eight of Swords is called the test card because in the majority of the decks in tarot, the bindings are so loose and they're surrounding themselves with swords, which they could brush up against and release themselves immediately. So this is why it's called the test card, because it's really self-imposed. Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. Should I go in the direction of the Queen of Cups? I don't know. I don't know what I want. You know, I can respect not knowing and not making a decision. Like, let's say if it was me, and this is for example, if it was me and I said, well, there is somebody coming, or there is somebody in my life, I don't know that I want a relationship right now. Maybe I don't want a relationship. Maybe I should stay single. I can respect that point of view because everybody has to decide for themselves. What I don't like is for someone to come into your life, Libra, and offer you something or make it seem like they're offering you something because they're seemingly to be in love with you, show you affection, or love bomb you, and then they go away, retreat back into their selves again with that wall that goes back up. Those are mixed signals. I don't respect that because Libra then feels like, well, they're acting like they're in love with me one minute, and then the next they're giving me mixed signals like they're cold, like they don't have any thoughts about me in their heart at all. And that can be very confusing. And that's why I'm saying, while the cross watcher is trying to make up their minds whether they're going to mature or not, whether they're going to become the hermit in their wisdom and grow with that or not, the Libra is still taking ouchies. The Libra is still having their heart also feel the pain because it's not just a one-way street. Both people have feelings, whether they show them outwardly to each other or not. That doesn't mean that you're dead inside. That just means you choose not to show the other person how you're feeling, cross-watcher. And meanwhile, do you even take it into consideration that the Libra is also hurting? That the Libra is so bewildered by your behavior as to why you open up and you act warm towards them and then you close up shop all of a sudden again, and they feel at times like, am I doing something wrong? And I'm here to tell you, Libra, you're not going crazy. You're not doing something wrong. It's this person that literally, they're scared of doing the work. They're scared of opening up. Ace of Cups. You do deserve this big love that you've been waiting for, Libra. You do deserve it. But I'm telling you, it may not be with the same king or queen that you're waiting for. Here's the King of Wands again. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody will do the work. Somebody will put in the work. And you won't have to beg them. And you won't have to wonder. Because they're going to make you feel an instant connection to them. Like, in other words, when I tap into this new person that's coming, I see such interest in you, Libra. I see that they're not only going to fall in love with your beauty outwardly, but they're going to listen to your words, listen to the way you speak, listen to watch the way you carry yourself, and they're going to be so interested in you that they're going to show you how interested they are in you because of the fact that they're going to stop and watch you as you're speaking, lending you their full attention. And that's how you're going to know this person is really interested in you, because even when you're talking, they're going to respect you enough to stop and listen to what you're saying and take it all in. This other person is so in their head. Literally, they're so in their head that you never know what they're thinking, because truth be known, they change their mind on a daily basis about 20 times where you're concerned. So it's not that they don't love you, but they really fear you because you equal heartache to them. He can hurt me. Yes, Libra could hurt you, but what if they don't? What if they don't cross-watch you? What if Libra does not hurt you? What if Libra does not cause you the hurt and pain you anticipate? What if Libra is the one, but you're so afraid you will not do the work on yourself? See, because this really has nothing to do with Libra. Libra can do everything right for years. But if you have that deep-rooted fear towards intimate connections, it doesn't matter what Libra does, because you're not allowing yourself to feel safe. Justice is coming. I'm telling you, Libra. I'm telling you, as I'm sitting here living and breathing, someone new is coming, and it's going to feel so different. Because you're tired. You're tired. Some of you are tired of the weight game. Some of you are tired because you feel like games are being played. And the truth is, at one time or another, there were a lot of games being played by this person where you're concerned. A lot of games. And you're tired of it. You're tired of it. But at the same time, it's going to feel bittersweet. For those of you out there that are listening to me, Libra, if you do decide to take on that other person, the new person that you haven't met yet, that's coming, it's going to feel bittersweet. On the one hand, God has heard you. The archangels have heard you, and they're giving you a person that can truly see you for who you are, what you are, and can love every part of you the way you need and deserve. But at the same time, leaving the other person behind is going to be hard. You see how he's looking out the window? Yeah, I feel like you'll still feel a sense of emptiness in the beginning because it's not the person that your heart yearned for. So it is a double-edged sword, like I said before. I know this reading, this portion of the reading is so sad, and I'm sorry for that, Libra. And they're asking you, do you want to match the energy of the King of Wands? For those of you who do tarot, know tarot, you know what the King of Wands normally represents in the negative. You know. You know. Do you want to match that energy? Because if you do, you can have that relationship, but it's surface level. Have you ever been swimming and you want to go deeper? So you'd like to see what's down there? See all the tropical fish, or I don't know, the coral reef or something, but you only remain on the surface because you're afraid to go underwater. What if I drown? That's what this person feels where love is concerned. And it's so sad. What if I drown? Well, what if you don't? What if you see magnificent creatures that you've never experienced before under the water? And you would have never seen them before unless you opened your eyes and trusted that you can breathe. Even if it's for, I don't know, a few minutes, but you can breathe underwater. Baby steps, cross-watcher. Take it easy. But no, you may not want that. You've got to grow things. Right? You've got to plant the seeds in order to grow things. Two of Swords. I'm telling you, Libra, at first this person blamed you for everything that went wrong. If you mentioned a relationship, if you mentioned wanting to be in a relationship or where this was going, they would always blame you or get into an argument or turn things around and say you were always making things tough. And now they're fighting with themselves. They don't have anybody to fight with, because if you're not talking to them, you're not mentioning anything anymore, who do they have to fight with except themselves and their own mind? Stop and think about that. I want to say this Seven of Wands is a journey within, a journey to self. Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords is not as harsh. Oh my God. You're not going to believe this. So I'll show it to you as I'm talking here. King and Queen of Swords, back to back. You guys are a match, but you both live in your heads a little too much. So where they're concerned, Libra, you're always contemplating, will they ever make up their mind and stick to it? Stick to it. Make up your mind. You know, sometimes when you're tired, as I stated before, you guys, some of you are getting really tired of the weight game. Sometimes you just want them to make up their mind, period. You don't even care anymore for some of you, whether they choose you or not. Just stick to it already, cross watcher. Pick something and stick with it, right? So in that, you're matching them. But look, they're always in their mind. King and Queen of Swords, you guys match. You guys are a true match. But whether or not they'll take that chance, they might take the chance, guys. We'll go into another tarot right now. They may take the chance when they see you with someone else. Why would you want to have something like that happen? I always had in the back of my mind, what if, because you know I do these readings for a lot of people, even on my private clients, and I always stop and think, what if the person that I'm reading for gets tired, does allow for spirit, for the divine to bring in a new person into their life. They start having feelings for that person because that person treats them well and has interest in them and shows them interest. What happens, that old person, something ignites inside of them because now they see that you have something that you could possibly take, you know, get off the ground, and it can take off and you can be with someone else that can make you happy and actually provide you with a healthy mate. Then all of a sudden they want to come back and destroy what you're building with someone else. But are they changed? Are they whole? Or do they just not want to see you move on? And that's the point I'm trying to make. So guys, you got your work cut out for you. For those that are waiting for someone, it should not take that kind of action on your part, because you're not doing it to play with their emotions. It's that you finally decide, okay, I'm not going to be complacent anymore, but I am going to say, divine, bring somebody new. Bring someone that you feel is going to be a good person for me. And I will accept that person. May not be the person that I wanted originally, but if it's a good person and they can care about me, genuinely have feelings for me, they can make sure not to hurt my sentiments, my emotions, I will take them, Spirit. I will take them. And you can remove that other person from my path. And then here comes that person running back to you, Libra. Why? Because I fear not having you in my life at all. But that doesn't mean that they're willing to suddenly change everything about themselves and make themselves whole and healthy for you. So, oh Libra. Where does the Libra's luck lie right now, please, Spirit? Please let me know. Something in the positive, Spirit, because this has been a somber reading. My goodness, Libra, and I'm so sorry for that. But I don't dictate how Spirit, what Spirit brings message-wise, or how they decide to present it. I'm only the oracle. I'm only the messenger. What would you like to tell my beautiful Libras at this time, Spirit? What can they look forward to in life at this time during this reading? Messages will come. Messages will come. I hear from afar. So something maybe is coming that is making its way down to you that, wow. Yeah, there's a couple of things that need to be said to you. People that are coming around to talk to you. I don't know who it is yet, but you've got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, so they've got something to say, Libra. Nine of Cups. So something will make you happy. But here we go with the Hangman. I don't like when the Hangman interjects themselves. Why? Because I don't want to wait. I'm a Libra. I don't want to wait. Chariot is movement, so maybe it's a short wait. Security, security. It's always about security. It reminds me of, do y'all remember in Living Colors? In Living Color, for those that used to watch that show and Wanda would come out, or not Wanda, it was the other, security. Yes, security. It's all about the security. Please don't bring the cross watcher back into this portion of the reading. Maybe your security is what you have on your mind, and your security, no, it's the cross watcher. I'm telling you, that stupid song is coming to my head, and I hate that song, guys. Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, it will be double. You know the words. I may not be saying the lyrics correctly, but you know what I'm trying to say. Taking a leap of faith into the unknown, to the vast unknown. Maybe you can rest finally, cross watcher. If you make that decision, you can possibly rest. You can possibly rest. I feel like this person is going to come offer you something, Libra. They're going to come offering you something. My little cup of love, as I call it. My little cup of love, because it's not the big, grandiose cup of love, but it's a sign and symbol of love. Getting in touch with our emotions. Are we? Or are we pretending? Really, Libra? Really, Libra? I told you, Libra. Part of this person, from what Spirit is telling me, they don't like to lose. And that includes you. You belong to me, Libra. Well, then prove it, cross watcher. Come and get your prize. Either you're in, what is that saying? And forgive me for cursing, guys. I do curse. I'm normal. I'm a human being that does curse. I'm not going to sugarcoat that I don't curse. Shit or get off the pot, cross watcher. Do your business or get off the pot. What did I say about the King of Swords? The logic tries to kick in. I'm telling you, guys, this person lives in their head. This is the hardest thing they've ever had to do. That is weird. Experiencing real love and being vulnerable towards that love by being receptive, allowing yourself to have those feelings is the hardest thing you've ever had to do, cross watcher. Holy shnikes, my God. Look at all these thoughts in their head again with the 7 of Cups. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm fighting myself with the 5 of Wands. I don't want to go there. Look at that, the Hierophant. Complete happiness, huh? With the 10 here of coins, working on things. It's not that they don't love you, but they don't know. I told you. It's like, for me, the scariest thing, and I'm scared of heights, guys. I am deathly afraid of heights. And in the military, they made me hang about, I want to say it was about 500 feet in the air and dangle from a cable that was about that thick, and I had to put it between my leg and my body and use my arms to pull myself it was about 200 feet across. No net, no nothing. Yeah, the military is fun. And that was scary to me. Then they made me scale a wall backwards. That was scary as hell to me. But being underwater, because I've had near-death drownings 3 times in my life in water, and you have that sensation of not being able to breathe, that's the hardest thing for me to do, is jump off a diving board, okay? So for me to have this person telling us sitting here that the hardest thing that they ever will have to do in life is to let somebody in and see who they really are and have those feelings of love for someone else and allow those feelings to happen and to flow between you two is the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. Holy shit. Really? That is a huge paranoia then. That's not just, I don't want my heart broken. That is a huge paranoia that this person has, a huge phobia this person has towards real love. And that's kind of scary for me to say it out loud. It feels scary to me that that's how much this person doesn't want to feel love for another person. But the king to the queen is coming out again, guys. This is your match. So you can't force somebody to love you. You can't force somebody to express these feelings. And you're certainly, even if you are, somebody out there may be a psychiatrist or a psychologist watching this, but you still cannot heal the person yourself that you're in love with and want them to reciprocate their feelings towards you. I couldn't talk all of a sudden. Somebody doesn't want me disclosing this. You can't heal anybody. You can only lead people and guide people and help people that want to be helped. But you cannot heal them. The healing has to come from within. This person has a phobia. So the changes may happen to you, Libra, and not to them. That's why I'm feeling that some of you guys, I want to say at least half of you guys, may take the new person. May take the new person, because while they're thinking, do I go, pardon me, do I go towards the Libra or do I go towards the Queen of Coins? Which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? Because look, if you look, both of these people have their hands out, right? But they're only turned towards one person and offering what they have to that one person. This person may, again, as I stated, that spin the bottle thing. If I spin the bottle, whoever it lands on, that's who I may choose. What kind of decision making is that? One person wins, the other person loses. That's pretty much what has to happen if they're already in a third-party situation. That's pretty much what has to happen. Doesn't matter how you slice or dice that cake, it's not going to come out even. Somebody's going to end up with no piece of cake. Six of Swords. Patience is a virtue, my Libra. Patience is a virtue. That angel of God is coming out again. And meanwhile, all you want is the truth. That's all you want, is the truth. The truth is they're spying on you. Somehow, some way, they're spying on you. And the reason they're spying on you, it's funny because I heard something today and it made me laugh, but I'm going to use what she said. It's not spying on you, Libra, like they're not at your window, like peeping Toms, and made me crack up so bad. They're spying on you to see how you behave, how you react to certain things. They do want this love, Libra, but they're scared shitless. Sorry to say it like that, guys. And this choice that needs to be made, they're scared of making the wrong choice. Well, cross-watcher, don't you think the Libra is scared of making the wrong choice in waiting for you and some for years waiting for you, and you may never come. You may not be fully healed ever in this lifetime, and the Libra's waiting for you. And you know, it's like that Jesus thing, you know, where Jesus is gonna save me, and here comes the boat, and you're in the middle of a flood holding on to a tree. Nope, that's okay. Jesus is saving me. Jesus is going to send help. Well, what do you think that is? It's a boat. Get in. Or the other ones that are on top of the rooftop, and they're praying to Jesus for help. And here comes the helicopter with the rope, the rope ladder. Nope, don't need you. Jesus is going to save me. Well, Jesus already sent somebody to save you, cross watcher, to give you real love, cross watcher, to show you that love doesn't cost. They don't want your bank account. They don't want to know if you've got a Ferrari in your, garage. They don't care about any of that, or if you run around with torn jeans. They care about that you have feelings and that you know how to share those feelings with them. Genuine feelings of love. Making a choice is so hard. I gotta have the courage. Yeah, you do, cross watcher. But I don't know. Are any of the choices any good with the Four of Cups? Libra, I hate to say this, but as I stated before, I don't sugarcoat my readings for anybody. Why don't you take a page out of this person's book? Why don't you, for once, say the same thing? Is this person good enough for me? Is this person the best I can do? Because, look at that. I don't want to make the wrong choice. I might be bored, discontented with the choice I make. Really? What if Libra said the same thing about you, cross-watcher? Would you think that was very nice? Here we go with the Emperor coming out again. The Emperor can be very mean when they're not balanced. Well, I'll give you my love. I'll give you my cup. But I'm going to do it my way. And money is important to me. I want you to know that right now. So they're going to give you their cup of love, Libra. But they're also going to fight about money. They're also going to make money their main motive. So you might have a workaholic on your hands as well. Wheel of Fortune is coming out. Like I said, if you give this time, eventually this person will come around. But that's going to be your choice, whether you're going to want to wait around for that or not. We have this offer. Here's the Magician again, trying to make these things happen. Well, you have the Emperor to the Empress again. Should I keep going, Libra? Because honestly, it's the same reading again. I'm telling you, if you really, really, really stick it out, if you really, really, really play the waiting game, eventually this person will give in to you. But then they're going to be like, okay, but it's going to be my way. What the hell? Do you want me as your mate and an equal? Or do you want me as something you own? And it's your way if you're going to give me your love. Why does love come with stipulations? Why? It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. And I mentioned a prenup about 2 weeks ago, Libra. I mentioned a prenup that they might bring that up. That might be a deal breaker, or you might say, yeah, why not? If you're like me, I'd be like, yeah, why not? But my stuff is my stuff too then. And you don't have any fingers on it. Don't put your fingers on my stuff. If you're going to want me to sign a prenup, that's cool. But whatever I have or will have that comes from the sweat of my own brow, that's not yours. So, again, always putting in you're already putting the stink on it, like they say. Crosswatcher, you're putting the stink on it because you're not making it about love. You're making it about what you have. So it's still about a sense of security. It's still about you're going to do things my way. Well, that's not a good emperor. That's an emperor that comes around and is a bully. So Libra, I don't know. That's going to be your choice. That's going to be your choice. That's going to be your choice. Actually, I would like to close this with, and I was asking, where does your luck lie? And that's what they told me. So they still interrupted the reading. They still interjected their energy, and they still only want to talk about themselves. I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to go to my my Gypsy Witch cards here. And let's see. See if they don't interrupt this one. We want to know where the Libra... I couldn't talk there all of a sudden. We want to know where the Libra's luck lies during this reading at this time for this week. For my beautiful Libras, for my handsome Libras, for my gorgeous Libras. Tell me, Spirit. Thank you. Secrets are going to be coming out. So you're going to be hearing, remember, the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands came out in the beginning of this portion of the reading. There are secrets that are going to be made known to you with the visit. Spirit, slow down. With the discovery of this book. Somebody doesn't want me to talk. With the discovery of this book, you find a secret. That may be something that is unknown to you, unspoken to you, that somebody didn't want you to know. And for some reason, this deck is like looking at me, staring me in the face. This is another tarot, guys. This is the Nouveau Tarot, I believe. What do you want to tell them, please? What is it that you have a message to tell them? What is the secret, guys? What is the secret about? Can you tell me? What is the secret concerning? Either it's going to be concerning growth in love or growth in money. This is going to be a walking away of sorts from something with the Eight of Cups. And again, with the Judgment and the decision that has to be made. I'm sorry, but all these cards have a lot of goodies that are exposed, so I can't show it to you. But Judgment is coming and being pronounced. This, I'm telling you, and that's the last card, but I will tell you, changes are supposed to be happening for this person on your mind, Libra. They're fighting that change. It's almost as if, the truth be told, Spirit's in charge at this time. But they don't want Spirit to have the last word. So instead of going in the direction that Spirit is leading their past relationships or their life the way it is at current, they're fighting it because they still feel like they have a choice. But I'm here to tell you that the secret is out of the bag and that change is coming. Whether they want the change or not, it's coming. And so really, the only choice that they do have is choosing you or not choosing you. That is their choice because they have free will. But as far as another thing that they have in their life right now is ending, that's not their choice. As far as them staying in another relationship, that's not their choice. As far as their life remaining the way it is, that is not their choice. I am so sorry, Cross Watcher. There are things and situations in which God is in charge and you're not in charge. Just like it could happen to us with health, with a job change or job loss or anything like that, right? Illness, personal illness, anything like that could happen. That is out of our control. This is not in your control, Cross Watcher. The divine wants your life to change. So whether you choose the Libra or you don't choose the Libra, in the end, that is up to you. But as far as the changes coming into your life that you don't want to occur, that is not your choice. Guys, let's see if I can pull one more thing that's just for you, because I just don't like it that it's always about this Cross Watcher on today. It's getting on my last nerve. I really don't want it to be about them. I really want it to be about you. Give me one card for where the Libra's luck lies at this time. Love is one thing, but we need to know about luck at this time. You get the Seven of Swords again, so somebody is going to come back into your life trying to be sneaky, but I digress. Your career is very important to you at this time, Libra. You have extremely good luck in your work. You can engage in 3 or more jobs in different fields simultaneously, Libra. That's the career line. This one is the luck line. So you have really good luck at this time. And oh, by the way, this one has a star level of 3, which is really, really good. This one has a star level of 4, which is even better. So your luck line. The mysterious cross. Your intuition is so sharp that it can be called spiritual, and you will have a great preference for a spiritual thing. No, I apologize, I split the S. For spiritual things. It is also a precious shape, and it is. The cross is a precious shape because it reminds us of Christ. Your luck is really good this week. Take advantage of that, Libra, for yourself. It has nothing to do with anybody else. Only you, Libra. You deserve it. And my gosh, that was like pulling teeth, right? It was like pulling teeth. No matter which cards I chose, it still came back to the same storyline. The cross watcher wanted themselves known. But should I stay or should I go now? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Make up your mind. Grow up, cross watcher. Step out into your new life. Accept what the divine is giving to you and offering to you, which is not a bad thing. Endings happen to everybody at some time or another in life. But you, Libra, please, not only have a great week, but find out where this luck is that is set to bring you something really awesome this week. Use that luck for your own good. And I almost said the L word again. We know, Spirit, somebody new is coming. We know, Spirit, the other one cannot make up their mind. Even if they were in a burning house, they wouldn't even know whether to leave the house or not, burning around them. In the end, Libra, do what makes you happy, my dears. Do what makes you extremely happy. Decide to be extremely happy this week, no matter who's around you, no matter if they have a frowny face. You know, we can always turn that frown upside down. I always say it only takes one person to come into your day and show you a smile, a grin, and it can change the energy for you. Don't allow Debbie Downer, cross watcher, to bring you down. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. Be happy anyway. Be happy despite them, because the truth is they're so very unhappy. Let them be unhappy by themselves. Misery loves company. Until we meet again, Libra, thank you so much for watching, for viewing. Thank you so much for joining me here today, for spending time on this channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being my subscribers. Thank you so much for considering to become a subscriber, part of this YouTube family. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the Cash App help, especially where my next pet project is concerned, where the children are concerned. Thank you so much. You can find that in the description. As soon as this uploads, it's in the description. Thank you so much for the super thanks. Oh, what's on right now, guys, after this airs, you're going to be able to hype this up. So if you're subscribed and you hit the all button, in the drop down, there's a button when you subscribe, hit all, so you know when I come live or post. If you do that, it's going to give you the ability to come back on to any of these videos that I post and hype them. Please do me a favor and hype the videos. It helps to circulate them. If you feel like this wasn't your message today, please come back again, because you know our resident karmics, Helga and Ramon, always show up somehow, some way. And also, guys, please hit the like button so it can circulate. Sharing is caring. Share the videos away. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic week. Until we meet again, my friends, be blessed, be safe, and be happy. Bye, guys.